Hi everyone, today I'll be running through the third part of my 5-video series, and this is designed to highlight the different ways the traditional ops run-it model can actually slow your time to market. On the opposite side of that equation, in situations where time to market is crucial for success, I'll be highlighting how and why you build it, you run it can unlock serious value. And it does, it unlocks serious value. Recent research by Forrester proves that improving your time to market for feature delivery at scale is the best way to increase return on investment for digital organizations. And in the study, by reducing a concept to cash timeline from 18 months to 7 months, an organization was able to realize over $41 million of net present value. That's a $41 million increase in your company's profit. By using paved roads and the you build it, you run it operating model, this organization was able to increase productivity, accelerate the time to market, increase the quality, and improve reliability. To read the research in full, check out the link in the video descriptor. So as you can hear, there's huge value to be realized. And that's why I'm looking at a specific aspect of Ops Run It, which slows your time to market, and comparing it to the you build it, you run it model to highlight the differences. So let's get into it. Ops Run It limits the agility of the development team, making it harder to respond to changes in market conditions or evolving customer needs. Let's consider this statement in the context of a change management process. Imagine you're working in Ops Run It and delivering new features to a customer. Your delivery team is building the feature. Remember, in this model, the delivery team is likely incentivized to focus on speed of production only, and they're less inclined to worry about the stability of what they build. Stability will be a consideration, but not as significant if the delivery team themselves were going to be called out for support if there's a failure in production. So the delivery team builds the feature and they hand off to an operations team. What happens now if no customers actually use the feature once it's live? Well, in this scenario, it's incredibly difficult to identify why customers are not using the feature. The ops team will likely think, this feature is brilliant, we're not having any incidents. But the delivery team don't have any visibility that no one is using their feature. With the delivery team completely unaware that what they've built is surplus to requirements, and not actually being used by any customers, they're actually likely to build more similar features. Remember, they're incentivized to build, so they just keep on building. This will create a substantial backlog of work. It also creates wasted development resources because they're building things that people aren't using, and features that don't align with customer needs, which means frustrated customers. Now in this scenario, let's imagine the operations team have successfully identified that no one's using the feature. They've also managed to pull together data which highlights why customers aren't using the features. This is a great opportunity to respond to those evolving customer demands and provide a better experience. But in an Ops Run It model, that will take time, and a long time. To make a change in this scenario, we need to jump through a lot of hoops. We need to put the change request into the backlog, reshuffle the backlog and ensure the changes in priority are communicated to the stakeholders. We need to make sure the product manager of the delivery team is aware of what's happening and do that handover. And we need to find a slot to do the development and deploy it into production. In most cases, you'll also have a separate team who's performing the deployment into production. So we have to spend some time bringing them up to speed and getting them on board. Then once the feature update is deployed to production, the team will have to hand back over to the ops team to run it because you've implemented a new change. And all of this takes time. All of the time you take in jumping through these little hoops is time you're not satisfying your customers, which likely means it's time you're losing prospective revenue, because unhappy customers aren't likely to spend more money with you or even stay with you. So how is you build it, you run it different? In a nutshell, in a you build it, you run it operating model, The team who builds the software is the same team who deploys, operates, and runs the software. As a result, teams are much closer to the customer. They watch their customers use what they've built and have direct access to the customer feedback. They can also make changes in real time because they own the entire life cycle of the product or service in question. In general, the you build it, you run it operating model fosters a strong culture of ownership and accountability. And this encourages teams to be more responsive to customer needs and to take ownership of the impact of what they've built. So there you have it, a practical example to highlight how Ops Run It can limit the agility of the development team, and how that makes it harder to respond to evolving customer needs or deliver value based on feedback. On the flip side, you build it, you run it encourages and empowers teams to own their results, it offers better visibility of customer behaviour, and most importantly, unlocks significant business value. As always, if you found this video useful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the material with your network. And be sure to check back for more insights into unlocking value with You Build It, You Run It. See you next time.